Kings Park Stallions, Chris Coral. Chris, first, how you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
All right, Chris. The year is over. The 1991 year is over. As a team, you conceived a record of 42-22. But the downside of that, you received a record in the playoffs of 0-5. Tell me a little about the season. It's up points and down points.
Well, probably the biggest up point of the season is that we came together as a team. We had a lot of less complaints going on about the team, and everybody played their game, and it was basically a full team togetherness. Some down points. Big men didn't come through in the clutch at times. I mean, everybody, had a bad at bat when we needed it, or a bad feeling when we needed it. You can't put this season. You cannot put the blame on one specific person. I guess that really goes more to the playoffs than anything, because we kind of let ourselves down in the playoffs.
Speaking of the playoffs, the one big playoff game was talked about was a time when you were 14-0 and you entered which was called the second round of the playoffs, but you guys made it. You got a bye, and people said that was the worst game ever played by the Stallions. First, do you agree with that? And second, just what happened?
Well, saying that it was the worst game played by the Stallions, I don't know if you can say that. I think because of the importance of the game, it made it look as the worst. I mean, we've had games a lot worse than that. It's just, I'd say maybe that's the worst pressure game that we've played ever. And to think of it, we should have been able to win that game. What I think about the game itself is it was a disaster. The offense didn't produce. Defense fell apart. We brought in our I guess reserve player who's played with us for a few years, Matt Brown, and I guess you can give him the nickname. He's not the playoff man. I won't put the blame on him completely, but he had a few errors that kind of hurt us, and a few other guys around that hurt us also. But it doesn't matter really. Win a championship team, we scored 4 runs. Can't do that.
It's the off season now, and Ray Coyne has said that changes have to be made. First, I want you to tell me what these changes involve.
Well, I think changes need to be made, but I don't think we should go too drastically. When we started off as the Knights and we came up 4-10, we made big drastic changes, and there's no reason why not. I mean, that's what you have to do. But we finished the season on 14-1. I mean, you can't make that many changes. We're gonna change the uniform color, fine. Maybe that will get people out there especially the first few games of the season. Say, wow, we got new uniforms, and we want to make not so much cut anybody, but get another bat in that lineup. We want to get something that can help us out really good. And besides that, I mean, there's been manager controversial changes, but I don't think that's the problem. I think we need one more little piece of that puzzle. We're missing one piece, and I think after that, we're going to do it.
All right, Chris. The rumors are flying. Have been flying, but it seems like it's gonna happen, but it hasn't yet happened. This is talking about you and Rapley becoming partners with Ray Coyne up at the upper management of the Kings Park Stallions. Is that true? And if so, what will your jobs be?
Well, if Ray stays around as manager, which I speak for, I think most of the players in this team hope so, Todd and I are going to try to come in and kind of be assistant coaches to him, where Ray won't be the totalitarian type of team. We're now going to have more of a democracy where we've got a few players speaking out for ourselves. And, if Todd and I don't like what Ray's doing, we're going to say, Ray, this isn't right, switch it around a little bit. And maybe that way, instead of having one person doing it, we'll have 3 people doing it, and it will give a lot more improvement.
Now that you become the general partner, with Ray Coyne, Todd Rapley. The you know they land a tough task, your first tough task in the first week of your job, and I think everybody knows what that task is. Is Mr. Rob Heimig's going around saying that he's the manager. Now, what's going on with that? And tell me what is the views of the two new general partners and the upper man, Rick Horn?
I think Rob, and with good reason, is really pissed about the last playoff game we played. I think he's losing a lot of confidence in this Stallion team, and I can't necessarily say I blame him for being pissed. But I think what he's doing the wrong. He's taking it out on the wrong thing. The manager is not what makes this ball team play. It's everybody, and I mean, if Rob wants to go and get mad at people, he should get mad at himself. We were out there on the fields on those Sunday mornings, and he was sitting there playing around. I mean, and those were big games. You know, I mean, maybe not big games in the stat book, but big games to see how the Stallions can play together. I, along with Todd, I'm not happy about it. I think Todd is even more against it than I am, although Todd may not publicly say so. I think he's really against it. I mean, I like the way Ray Coyne manages. I feel confident under him. I mean, you look at our records. Why shouldn't I? You know, I don't think that's the change we need. Ray, he doesn't, I mean, he wants to be manager. He likes the job. He enjoys doing it. We don't want to lose Rob Heimig from this team. He's a great player. I mean, he keeps this team ticking. But we can't give in to every demand of everybody. And we want to see him play with us. And we just hope he doesn't take it to such a big extreme.
That the number one, one of the things you're looking for is number 5 hitter. Number of possibilities you can do. You know, bring in George Leosakis. I'm talking about the summer team here. You know, you can even bring Ramondi in, but there's things saying you can even bring back Kevin McCabe. Now, I know there was something going on with some of the Stallions and Kevin McCabe. I know it wasn't directly, but so what is the Stallions' relationship with Kevin McCabe, and do you think he's going to be on the Stallion lineup next year?
Well, as I'm sure everybody who follows Stallions know, Kevin McCabe, his first 2 games that he played with us in the '91 season were outstanding. I mean, he showed the number 5 power. I mean, that's exactly what we needed, was that power. But Kevin, he didn't seem to really have his heart in with us. He came to the first 2, came to one of the next 2, and then just quit like that. And we need a permanent player, you know. And a lot of people got pissed at that because Kevin was, one, not telling us until last minute. He left us without giving us much notice. He didn't pay for the league. So it really put us in a spot, and we don't know if we want to take that chance on him again. George Leosakis, if you get the season you got from him, his first rookie season, he can fit that number 5 spot perfectly. But he's erratic, and we got to kind of calm down George and get him back to where he used to be. And then we got that number 5 hit. With Ramondi, I think he's a great hitter. You know, I'd love to have him on this team too. I know there's a certain amount you can take, but if we could take him also, it would be great.
You know, you talk about something. Ray Coyne publicly said that, you know, he's still thinking of giving up the manager position, you know, and I don't think he had plans to give it to Rob. And there was 2 possibilities coming up, which was the 2 general partners, you or Rap Lee. Okay, now one of the questions is, how do you feel now that you know, this is your first year in 3 that you haven't managed the full season? Do you feel you want to get back into it, or you feel you'd rather just be the pitcher and stay out of all the controversy?
I love to manage. It's something I love to do, and you know, the indoor league was my league, and I can't say we did it with a lot of success, of controversies against me as a manager, but I would love to take the job, but only under Ray's will. And I wouldn't want to come in here and pull, one of these, I'm going to manage and that's that, because, like I said, I love it, but I don't want to start a controversy between everybody. If he said to me, take a season, I'd be more than happy to. And I try my best to carry this team to as far as we can go. And, I guess with that, only, season will tell.
Chris, you personally came a long way from, a couple seasons ago, more in batting. But even in pitching, where you had your best year going 14-0, explain to me what new type of pitching technique you were using, or is it just plain out the fielding has just gotten a lot better?
Well, the fielding has gotten a lot better. I mean, we're all together, like I said, as a team, and we're playing. The fielding has been fantastic. Ray had instructed me to try to go to a more higher arc, and that's helped. It has helped a lot. I've had great support out there with Todd and Rob, giving me little talks when I'm getting into trouble. And I feel good with Tom behind the plate. He finally, consistent catcher who calms me down and lets me know what I'm doing wrong, lets me know what I'm doing right. And I think with all that together and, another year of experience, it's all come together for me. And I just hope I can carry it on because I felt great after last season.
About the fall, not the fall, the spring league, the men's league you're in. First, let's talk about the two Healey's. They're your men, as people often said, and that was the first time Chris Corral made a move to help the Stein teams a lot. And, the rumors are saying that Healey's won't come back. Is it management saying that, or is it the Healey saying that? And what's your views on that?
Well, as from team-wise, we've heard one complaint so far, and that's been from Rob Hyman. He doesn't want the Healey's back. Why? He hasn't given us a reason. I don't know why. I mean, they did nothing but, I feel, help this team. From my point of view and Ray's point of view, they played great, but we don't know. We may want a team with a younger team, a team that's going to go on for another 20 years or so, and know by that time who everybody is and what they can do. The Healey's point of view, I don't know if they're going to come back, if it was up to them. Because, they get coming into their own league now, which they've been playing so long for. I don't know if they want any distractions. And, I think a lot of that together, we're going to have talks, but I don't know if we're going to be seeing them back again next year.
All right, what about, I know you got Jim Sider. You just said about the clash between the older, like Jim's 32 now, and the young team, though. Is Jim Sider going to be there next year?
I hope so. I mean, Jim Sider, he's one of those scrappy ball players, I mean, you say, Jim, will you do this? And he'll give you a yes automatically. He won't give you a hard time. I mean, you ask somebody to coach, Jim is standing up and running over third base before you can even finish a sentence. I mean, he's got so much team spirit that he wants us to win. And, I mean, I'm not going to say that he's a great ball player or anything. He's an average ball player. But none of us on this team, I mean, not too many of us, are fantastic ball players. But he fits in. I think next year, though, Ray was talking about possibly making him for the spring league catcher. I know, Jim, I don't know if Jim would agree to that, but I hope so. I wouldn't mind pitching to Jim. He's a great guy, and I think he's an asset to the team, just a spirit alone.
All right, Chris. Two more final questions. One, what will be the Stallions' colors? And two, what's going to be what do you think is going to happen in the future? Another 14-0 season, another loss in the playoffs. How do you view the Stallions in this 1992 year?
Well, going to the uniforms, there's been so many suggestions thrown up in the air, we don't know. I mean, there's been turquoise, like the NHL San Jose Sharks. There's been black, but we've had complaints about it, you know, attracting too much sun. We've had white. Red has come up, even as far as maybe green. So I can't give you a definite answer on that. It's kind of hard to tell. With 1992 Stallions, I tell you, unless we get another piece of this puzzle, I don't know what's going to happen, because we're entering a harder league now. We're moving up, and, you know, we just got to hope that we can get another piece of this puzzle, and just then, I think we're going to catch a lot of people by surprise, because I think this 1992 is the Stallions' year.
All right, Chris Boat, thanks a lot, and good luck next year, and have a good day.
Thank you, Ray.
Hi, we're up close with Ray Coyne. On tonight's show, the first show of 1992,